Hey, it's Danish from Local Niche Marketing. Most businesses are optimizing for cheaper leads and accidentally reducing their return on investment. And most businesses also think that if they are advertising in 2026, then their cost per lead should not exceed a certain level. Well, that is not true because everything is getting expensive. Inflation is real. So if inflation is real, then the overall advertisement cost is also going to rise. Our cost per click is expensive. Our cost per thousand impression, that is CPM, is getting expensive. So why our cost per lead should stay the same, right? And if it does stay the same, then what are the odds that the leads generated under a certain cost per lead is going to do business with your business, right? So, by keeping this thing in mind, now businesses should consider that if a lead is costing them like $100 or $200, and they also are trying to sell them a service or a treatment package of, let's say, $3,800 or $5,000, then I mean there is no big deal, right? They should be paying $200 for a lead, right? But problem arises when the businesses complain about this thing that, hey, our cost per lead is getting expensive. Now in this video we are going to see what kind of problems are there when it comes to revenue optimization for your business and how you can solve these problems, right? Now, first problem is that your business is optimizing for cost per lead instead of revenue per lead, right? And there is no rocket science in this particular problem, right? So most of the businesses are optimizing their campaigns for lead events, right? And they don't want to go down or deeper into their funnel metrics, such as booked appointments, scheduled appointments, or revenue won from these scheduled appointments. Now, if you are not doing these things, then you are not going to enter into a system where you are telling the algorithm, hey, give me the best leads, quality leads that are ready to buy your treatments. Number two is optimizing for cheap leads. Again, this is something very similar to the point number one, right? That they are optimizing for cheaper cost per lead. However, what they should be doing is optimizing for deeper funnel metrics, such as optimizing your campaigns for booked appointments, right? Revenue from a particular lead, a report of findings, things like that. So these are really deeper funnel metrics that can give you the return on investment that you're looking for. Number three is ignoring the lead quality metrics. So the lead is generated by opting into your funnel, right? You can call it a lead. That is very basic step of the person getting to know more about your business and also seeing if that he or she can sit in front of you and see whether you can treat her or not, right? But if the qualification further down the funnel is not done on this particular lead, then this lead is no more good for your business. That's why your funnel should have a qualification step, a booking step, and further qualify this particular lead, you have to get a commitment fee, just like prepayment, inside your funnel. So once a lead completes all these steps, and for your information, this particular lead is going to be expensive than the people who are just filling out the forms. Let's say your cost per lead, cost per opt in is $30, right? But the person who actually completes this whole procedure will be expensive. Maybe the cost per complete booking for funnel is $300, but hey, it already paid you $20. So the commitment level of this particular lead is going to be higher than the person who just opted in on the first step of the funnel. So the decision is yours, but our recommendation is to go full funnel for your business. And then there is the wrong traffic sources. Well, this is the point where if you're a new advertiser and just starting out your advertising journey, then there are certain instances where you will feel that this particular channel is no good. You are going to base your decision on not on cost per lead, but on cost per acquisition of a patient, right? So once you have started your advertisement journey, there will be some ups and downs in terms of revenue generated from particular channels, but this does not mean that this particular channel is no good. There are certain seasonality factors. There are other social factors as well that can be, or maybe overall there could be certain emergencies going on inside your area, right? So you have to be very data driven while doing this decision that hey, this particular source is no good and we should turn it off. You just have to evaluate traffic sources by revenue and then base your decisions on the most revenue generating channel, and you should put a lot of money on that particular channel. Offline conversion tracking is something I have talked about in many other videos, but for this particular problem is all the events that are happening online are being stored in your events manager, right? But how we can tell the algorithms that hey, this particular interaction that they have converted on our web events has given us $2,000 uh, revenue or business, right? So we have to tell the algorithms through offline conversion tracking. It can be in any format. For Google Ads, you can upload a Google Sheet. For different platforms, it can be different. But the most preferred way is to connect your CRM, right? And based on different pipeline stages, the data will be responded back to those back to those platforms. And by doing so, you are telling the algorithm that hey, this particular lead that you generated has given us $2,000 business. So by doing so, you are going to get a lot better results, um, and you're going to see a higher return on investment. Now, really, the focus of your business should be on revenue per lead, show up rates, overall return on investment from these leads. So the goal is to acquire most profitable patient, not to just waste our time, energies on controlling the cost per lead, right? If you have any questions, you can comment down on this video. Likewise, if you need a better quality lead generation strategy, you can contact us. Everything is going to be mentioned in the description of the video. See you in the next one.